Alright, back with the black screens. We are in a classical style in OLAFCAST on DE Dharma. Map developed by Geno and Phrisk, coming to you in CS2. First round commencing. DE Dharma is a very interesting map. The layout, I just did the interview with Geno and we were touching upon the layout, how different it is, but you know, the half of the people who play it, they say that they don't like the layout, and the other half, they absolutely love the layout. So it's one of those things that it has to, you just have to make the map feel good, and you know, most of the player base will like it after getting to learn it. Let's see the map maker here, Geno, twirling his butterfly knife around, whilst the terrorists are taking the A-bomb side. I think it's kind of safe to say that the T's have the A-bomb side. Bomb plant is supposed to go down 3, 2, 1. Dragon had a very nice hold with that Glock. Bomb is getting planted around that bomb side A. Oh, we don't actually... Yeah, one thing, with the colors on the players are kind of messed up right now, but I think that will get fixed. There's an epic battle going down with Shady against Dragon on bomb side, and Robbie Bobby is just kind of assisting from the rug shop over here with that nice USP, missing those shots. Speaking of missing, Shady doesn't have the time, and that's pretty much confirmed round to the CT, I mean terrorist side. Damn, these players are just not hitting their shots at all. Too bad. Round for terrorists. That round actually, I like how the pacing was in that round. So there was like early mid fight. Actually, there was no early mid fight, but like the CTs could push very far into the middle here. And they pretty much like had this while the T's were in the apartments area. We finished a game on D Dharma, and we finished it 13-11. It was a very close game, and just the utility game in this map is also like kind of next level. CTs are so dependent on those like fast early mollies and smokes, and then like for example the B side, we're getting a little bit of a flanking shotgun action here. The two CTs, Shady and Lamright, just got absolutely squished between two forces there, while the T's just flanked. So yeah, the utility usage in this map is just, CTs are so dependent on holding these angles. Look at Geno creeping up. Oh, that was a nice spray from Geno, but didn't hit all those bullets, so he already had a chance, second chance with that Tech-9 in the corner. He was cornered, but you know what they say about the cornered lion. Yeah, back to the utility usage on this map. It's very utility reliant, and you know, having a 2-entrance bomb site definitely means that, you know, you have to have 2 players at least on the bomb site. But the long crossing like angles like this, like the bomb site is very classical, like Counter-Strike, super classical Counter-Strike, where it has long crossing angles, so that even as a CT with a sniper here, you don't have to have a player necessarily playing from the side. There's just a risk of getting smoked out. That's kind of the trade-off there. But every good bomb site has some sort of a trade-off. That's what people, when they design these maps, they kind of have to look for those dynamics. Shady here alone, 1 versus 3, getting two terrorists from the CT spawn position. That was a nasty shot to the head of Sarim. Very nice shot, but Silverty was flying across the skies of Dharma. If there's anything to read to the visibility, sorry, not to the visibility, but to the visuals of this map, just taking a look at like scenes like this, and having a legitimate like professional visual artist being Phrisk, worked on CS2's Italy and Overpass. Just looking at those maps, it's just fucking astonishing work. And truth be told, Dharma is a map deserving of that, at least that level of visual design. and the map is going to be beautiful, colorful. I've told this in many situations already, many different contexts, but just the color scheme of Counter-Strike Global Offensive's Dharma, just all the musky green dark colors on the ground, all the little foliage around the level, that mixed up with super colorful you know, walls, pots, foliage, graffiti around the map, all the little tiling, very reminiscent of Indian culture and just like architecture. It's so nice to see in a Counter-Strike map. How did that happen? Wait. What? The molly perfectly like... Yeah, Sarim also just gawking at the fact that the molly didn't burn Silverty at all. He was just like, the terrorists were so sure that they got him with that molly. But no, goddamn. That was a round. But yeah, I am excited to see what Geno and Phrisk are going to do with the map. Nelson here alone with B-bomb side. There has to be some sort of a miscommunication with the utility side of things. I mean, CT's won that round, but it's going to be a 3v1 on the bomb side. Vendy did not see Nelson at all there. Maybe a little bit of a visibility issue. Vendy hears Nelson coming around. Nelson with the FAMAS. Geno again with the FAMAS. Even though the T's won, the CTs were kind of left with poor economy. That's just how Counter-Strike is sometimes. Shady with that superior position there. The terrorists weren't ready for that player to be in that main position. Would be a shame to see this round go to the terrorists after such a good CT upset round. And yeah, the nightmare of the counter-terrorist team comes to fruition. Damn, that's just rough. Terrorist winning the first 3 rounds. CT's taking, like, stealing the momentum back and then, you know, not being able to do anything with that. I think it was a huge gamble to stack A, but they didn't really do anything with that stack and they got a little bit overzealous with that middle push. They just lost too much. Dharma as a map, just, it's not very conforming to the classical 3-lane thing. So, I mean, you do have some sort of like a mid, but this is just another route to think of as like a path. That was a little bit of a starter over there. Yeah, but like this middle here, it has the ability from there, like from bottom mid, to be able to rotate between B and back to A main. And CTs definitely have to control this area. But the given rotation from the get-go, without any control switching hands necessarily, is on the T's. Terrorists can always like rotate away from one of the bomb sites, much like underpass on Mirage, much like tunnels on Dust 2. But you cannot, you know, in there you can put a CT player there to get some sort of a control over the rotations. So there's the inherent control game over the control of rotations is also very alive and well in this map. So if that wouldn't be a thing, if this like path would exist somewhere else, I don't think the layout would work as well as it does. Nice shot from Lamorite there, and now it's Vendy against Lamorite. Lamorite has that scout, but Vendy is down to 30 HP, 28 to be exact. There's a little bit of a funny angle through the wall. Lamorite knows that the fake has worked, but now it's very down to this one shot with the P2000. There's no time, sadly. Lamorite, nice try. He played that correctly, and Vendy didn't really necessarily know where the bomb was planted, so he had to panic out. So that is the way that the... What's a good expression for this? That's the way how the butter spreads. Is that an expression? You know, when you're scraping some butter over a toast, that's just the way the butter spreads. Smears would be the better way, better expression. Round 7. Round 6 went to the T's again, 1-5. Scoreboard. Shady, 11 kills to Nelson's second up, 2 kills. Lamar with 3 kills, but score is just not able to pass the second player there. Look at this. Bomb is being delivered to the hands of counter-terrorists, but Shady is just not able to watch the smoke. Not able to predict that. Dragon, the wild card of Map Inc. I'll definitely say. With these, like, when I'm saying like lower skilled players, I'm meaning that they don't necessarily play the game that consistently, and they are just like super inconsistent and unpredictable, since they are not following like a set standard of rules that through learning the game you will learn to like kind of follow. Like, for example, like, you know, as a CT, you're not supposed to necessarily like smoke up and then push through the smoke and do like unpredictable stuff like that. Or you were supposed, like, when an enemy hears you, or you make like a sound, you're not supposed to like necessarily push after that. You're meant to like hide your steps. But these like lower skilled players, they haven't like necessarily learned that shit. So they are definitely taking like a more naive take onto the game. And in Counter-Strike's past, I think like the best like pro players, they can deviate between the naive game, like just playing a game for fun type of thing, and then on as well, like, you know, just having such a great mechanical skill and understanding of the base rules of the game that you can then like break them. I was just summarizing pretty much. You have to know the rules before you can break them, kind of a situation. That was a valiant effort from Nelson, trying to hold off a 3-man push there, but be afraid not. The cavalry is there to help. Dragon now with that Glock. This is what I mean with lower experienced players. They're just kind of don't necessarily follow the pack or follow the rules. They don't know the rules, but they can still break them. They're unknowingly breaking the rules. Here, there would be a crazy situation if Dragon is actually getting the kill. Just shoot him. Nice. We'll see if Dragon knows about the other counter-terrorists. No, he doesn't know. He has no idea what's happening. But the CTs are just letting him plant. What is this? Dragon getting a second kill. Trying to jump to his safety, but Shady there with clear idea of what's happening. What was that? Call it skill, call it inexperience, but that was just well played. Like, Dragon almost pulled that off. Maybe he knows something that we mere mortals don't know. Maybe there are higher powers at hand over here. This is a little feedback I'm very glad to see put into the map. You can actually get onto the top of this box. What I was more talking about was like adding a whole lip that goes around the bomb site. Just much as you can see over here, like this type of a thing. I feel like the bomb site's like positioning. Players are kind of like playing outside of it more, and there's like only a couple positions, so you really have to like make most what you can do with the geometry here. This is going to have a beautiful elephant statue at the top of it when it's detailed. Nelson here pushing into the T territory. He's any second now. He's gonna get kill with the knife. Too bad, Nelson. Too bad. Robbie Bobby had a very nice pick of the sawed-off shotgun there. Could have not been seen behind the angle there. Bomb is being planted. 1v4. Geno here with the M4A4 Royal Paladin. Swaps that to the AWP, tries to save that. That's a wise pick. Wise thing to do, and if anything, the second wisest thing would be to give that to Shady, so that Shady can actually carry the team. Shady's a TF2 player. her like tracking. You know, when there's a moving target and you have to hit that, it's called tracking. And Shady has very good tracking, and she's very good with the op, just like technical side of things, or I should rather say like mechanical skill with snipers. Go play some TF2. At this point, you should. Round 10. How many rounds? There's 3 rounds left on this half, and then the current CT team will be joining the terrorist force and vice versa. Nelson jumping into the pit. They should have a pre-molly this. I mean, pre-molly for this. Fendi there. He's gonna molly behind the... But what does that do? The smoke. Fendi just wasted $400. Doll hairs. Silver there with the AK. Zeta spraying down with that FAMAS. Zeta's down to 5 HP. It's just a lick of the molly or a tap of a bullet. A whisper of a bullet. He's a thought of the bullet away from death. You know, you think of the bullet and you die. That's how low he is. Robbie here against Nelson. Nelson gets a good pick, but he's not wise enough to actually go and get the gun that Robbie had. I guess I should say courageous enough, not wise enough, because I guess that in that point the consensus on the terrorist positioning was kind of unclear. Silver there looking through walls at the 2 counter-terrorist players in there, but actually probably is not wall hacking, so didn't know about Shady. It's just like all these throughout the years you've seen so many like of this is this pro player wall hacking or whatever, and it's you see all this like fucking quote unquote like he's aiming through him through the wall type of a thing, but Counter-Strike players are super fidgety. They will always like look through walls, and there are situations definitely that you can like you can just predict that the player is there, and then so many times like pro players, you know, making the audience scream with oh, Nelson. No way. He just gives up. Yeah, you were too slow with that nade, and you fucking know it. Security, and who's that? Sarim doing a little boost. Sarim is the player number 6, I think. No, completely wrong with that. Nelson is number 1. Geno is number 2. Shady is number 3. Lamarai is number 4. Zeta is number 5. Why is not Sarim number... It's supposed to be number 6. Okay. That numbering mechanic doesn't work for T-side. Let me see next round if it works. CS2's spectating POV is kind of weird. I cannot even overview. Yeah, I cannot even toggle the team thing. Like around here, there was supposed to be the player like equipment windows that show the health and shit. That's not a thing right now. The hell? Okay, Silver D and Vendi, both of them, their numbers work, but 7 and 8 don't work. That is Sarim and Dragon, I think. Okay, never mind that. I will be toggling through the mouse 1 and mouse 2 buttons, so bear with me. Geno here pushing through the smoke. Never mind. Dragon there. Again, just like such an unpredictable player. Gets naded. They're face to face. They're in a fucking hugging distance, kissing distance, and Geno through the smoke. That was just well played. Nelson there realizing that the player is getting boosted, and there's actually another player behind the door there. Doesn't have to fight the guy getting boosted, but rather the booster. I like that word. Nelson getting a blind nade kill. Sheer blind luck. Sees that the heaven is smoked off. Decides to smoke it again, since the player might be behind there. That was a very wise thing to do. And getting the kill, and Lamorite stuck there with the in the corner. You should be running away right now, in case you want to live with that AWP. Oh, it's the last round. Lamorite realizes, and he's like, no, no way. Didn't realize, and then Sarim just gets the pick. Yeah. Pretty fair and square. Oh, you can see the match time as well. 20 minutes, 4 seconds. 20 minutes and 45. Okay, I started the recording like 10 seconds later than the game actually started, but it doesn't matter. It's kind of nice to see. 70-5, the current CT side in the lead. They had a very strong T side in the way that they just absolutely split out everywhere, and they were kind of like just getting the better of the CT side trying to defend. Robbie there with the USP, picks off Zeta, and a little collateral there onto Lamorite. Gets another kill. Goddamn. Robbie's positioning was just so good. These terrorist players haven't really been blessed with that sort of luck with understanding the map really that much. Or like the CT positioning. I feel like the picks that Robbie was getting, the thieves were just like running to him. Also, let's have a little moment about the CZ on pistol round. I am tired of seeing players buying this gun on the pistol round. The whole point of the CZ, let's go off on a little rant. The whole point, the design, why the gun is in the game, is to have a pistol that's very inaccurate, deadly in a spray from short range, so that you can get a spray with it, steal the gun of the enemy, and retreat to a safe position on an eco. It's an eco gun. That's why it's so cheap. It's more expensive than P250, which rules the P250 out as the better gun. But if you have the positioning, if you know that there's some sort of position in the map that you can abuse, you can, there's like a 50-50 corner or something that you can just spend with your friend, spend $1,000 shared, 500 each. You can just buy 2 CZs, guarantee a gun to your team. That's how you use it. You get very close, up close and personal. Spray into the head, 2 bullets into the head. That's it. Or a bullet in the head and into the body or something. Just spray it for like a fraction of a second. You'll get a kill. Did somebody just see Lamorite's top of his head? Yeah, he did. And that's a very nice round for the CTs. That was not to the... what's the word? To the glory of the CZs. No CZs were used during this round, so... Rob will be disconnected. Hexic, you can join. There we go. The Croatian internet connection just decided to take a shit and die. Maybe Hexic joined back to... yeah, there we go. Now Rob Bobby is in the game. He's a spectral ghost. Okay, Hexic joined back. What the hell is going on? No. Oh, dude, you should have stayed until Robbie comes back. Hex. It's whatever. The terrorists nading the early CT smoke. Oh, and don't you just love to see it? They re-added the... Let's speak from Zeta. They re-added the bleached or like blonde gloves to the CTs who have that. For example, the Rickshaw agent has the blonde gloves, and some of the SEAL Team 6, for example, has the gloves, as opposed to the like CT black gloves as well. The fuck? Robbie has disconnected, but he's talking to me in the game. What the fuck? Alright, there we go. Meanwhile, Shivery with that CZ, we'll see how if this gun gets some use. See, like, this is the point. It's the exact situation that you want to have the CZ. Try to get up and close and personal with the gun. Spray him down, and freeze time has been cancelled, okay? See that. MP throw it back one. Sorry, Robbie. Nothing you can do now. We can play one more if people are down to it. Alright. So, how has your autumn been? Your Halloween? Did you get scared? Did you get trick-or-treated? Has anyone actually gotten, like, actually, you know, when they say trick-or-treat? Has anyone gotten, like, tricked if they didn't get the treat? Or give the treat, rather. That should be, like, a thing. Like, trick-or-treat. Oh, I don't have any treats for you? Oh, well, I'm going to slash your tires, right? Some actual consequences. I'm reading about Al Sulabia tire site in Kuwait is the world's largest tire dump, housing approximately 50 million tires. In 2021, a huge fire erupted, causing an environmental crisis, with the smoke even visible from satellite images from space. Right. What's up with the world? Dragon alive. We'll see if Dragon is able to make anything happen with this AK-47. The only thing that he should be able to make do is just save the gun. He's moving from cover to cover like Solid Snake. I like that. I recently played through MGS1. Boy, what a game. I would recommend. They released the Master Collection. What is Shady doing? Shady's hunting for Dragon. Oh, look the other way. Dragon's going to get this kill. Maybe not. Dragon decided, no, don't peek it. Don't peek it. Good job, dude. Yeah, I picked up the Master Collection, and I'm about to start Metal Gear Solid 2, which I'm looking forward to. Knowing how well the first game like handled, knowing like how much fun I had with the mechanics, how interesting like the story is, and I know the story already, so there's going to be like zero surprises from me. But I just want to get to like knowing the game more, how the mechanics work, what are the bosses like to fight, how are the what's the level design, and I am completely enthralled right now with MGS1. I'm trying to play through it again, and I'm getting to the point that I can like, you know, the second playthrough is just thus far has been amazing. Back to this game, terrorists are getting pinned down. I'm pinned down. But the counter-terrorist, very aggressive action. Actually just taking space. I like this steel delta craft that Lamurai has. It's very cool. Sarim is definitely one of these players that, like, you know, the other players are saying to him that, like, oh, you're crazy, you're peeking through mollies. That sort of thing. Like, there's a rule that you have to, like, oh, don't stay in Molotovs thing. Like, you're taking damage and you get slowed down and shit. But, you know, Sarim is on the level of, like, understanding, like, yeah, you can stand in the molly a little bit, and you like players don't expect for you to peek from the molly, so you can. There's a resemblance of the you have to know the rule to break it, sort of a understanding of the game, and anything to go by the ranks of players. I'd say that every other player in this playlist at least is around the or under and around the 7k 6k elo right now in matchmaking, and like deduct what you want from that stat. And Sarim is playing in the 1500s, I think. No, sorry, 15,000. Nope, Shady, don't. You cannot miss shots like that. Now Celebrity has to decide if he wants to push or hold. Shady's down to 26 HP. Flanking AWP, that's so interesting. I mean, to be fair, Shady is coming from a neutral terrorist position. Sorry, I'm here with the positioning. Shady is not that. This is not her day with the AWP shots. I mean, to be fair, she just missed like 2. Now Zeta here with the AWP. Doesn't have the time to hold for that. You have to get closer. He has a smoke and 2 flashes, and he has to really try to get the bomb and hit this shot. That was so close, and I feel bad for Zeta. Look where the bullet landed. Like, he was here. This was the angle. Sarim was like here, and the bullet went here. Too bad. 11-8. I wish we'll see a third game. We do have a playlist after this one as well, so going by the schedulings, we're not going to see a third game, but going by the players' wishes, we might see a third game. I hope that the T-Team will pick up the game a little bit more, power through somewhere. Geno is definitely leading the hunt of a tie, maybe even a win. CTs have to win 2 more rounds to be able to clutch the game. That angle, goddamn! Lamurai and Geno just stacked on top of each other there, and as a result, just kind of got wrecked. Nelson here pushing into B side, but what's the use of getting control of the whole bomb site if you don't have the bomb and you're gonna get shot in the face? Okay, Nelson's going for the big flank now. His teammate Zeta is kind of stuck, and his death wish has been filled. Starting there with a perfectly timed jump peek over the box on bomb site. Just he's able to see Nelson there briefly, and that's all the information that you have to need. You need to be able to cover the bomb. Nelson there just decides to molly himself out. There's a player behind him though. Hex jumping about the place, and he's able to get Nelson's whimpering. I don't know what he was trying to do. He's probably just trying to get away. Yeah. Nelson's whimpering wish of staying alive. And to save that AK. These are... They're kind of scraping by just to get a full buy here. Geno here with a Tech 9 full util armor. It worked last round. Surely it will work again. Getting another kill. Too bad. Sorry, I'm there with the double AUG kill. Hexic with that perfect spray. That was actually so nice. Terrorist players. Dragon is on CT. PP Bison, Lamrite, and who else is that? Shady. Should use this momentum to actually get into the beat bomb site. Lamrite gets gunned down. It's down to Shady. Alone. Afraid. Wet. Cold. Shivering away. Shady's got this. Soon the counter-terrorist will... There is going to be oh! I was just about to say that there's going to be a fraction, or like a fracture in the communication and the positioning of players. Oh! Shady against... Siren with that AUG against AK. If Shady is able to get to CT, she will clutch this. No, that positioning was so good from Shady. Good game. That was a good game. Very entertaining to watch. Damn, that could have been close. If Shady got that double K, that 2K spray down, then that could have been anyone's round, honestly. Shady against Sarim with Sarim behind him. You know. Damn. GG. Thanks for watching. Take care.